like, cause I go crazy.
Let's go.
What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you call me up 100 times, cause you know I go crazy for mine. And that's just something that you ain't like, cause I go crazy.
Let's go.
Crazy, I go crazy.
Oh. Hey.
Crazy for mine, and I'll go crazy. Crazy, I go crazy. Crazy for mine. Pull up, hop out, flexing with the pressure. Someone hit my line, it's my connection with the Tesla. We gon' move the city back to back like it's on. We gon' move the city back to back, we doing extra. Jenny from the block, where you from though? You know it's on side when you come though. Hit it from the side like a drum roll. Hit it from behind like a Congo. Make it shake and let's go. It's some ways that we know. You got places to go. Waste no time, let's get on. Only way that you know is for me, cause you know that I go.
Let's go.
Crazy, I go crazy. Crazy for mine, and I'll go crazy. Crazy, I go crazy. Crazy for mine, I'll go crazy. And I'll go crazy. I'll go crazy. Crazy for mine, I'll go crazy.
Let's go.
Crazy for mine.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Hey.
Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib, look like Dracula's mansion, my baby. When you pull up, it's on action, my baby. If these walls tall, they give you my checklist. You know you shouldn't ask this. Those girls are just practice. I ain't one for the past tense. I'm just trying to get active. Sex game on savage, yeah. Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh? You don't know it's crazy, huh? Crazy, 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 huh? Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh? You know it's crazy, yeah. Crazy, huh?
Let's go.
Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh?
late night.
Sex,
No late.
text.
What's the odds against that? Is that a safe
Bet,
casino?
life,
Al Pacino.
nights,
Feeling gangster
Like?
in the crazy paradise.
dice.
Paradise.
Simon,
When I leave you,
you go.
when I come
You
you.
stay.
That's how it always
Goes.
Fuck the mother.
Niggas,
Fuck the mother.
niggas.
Just to get back at
Me.
I ain't touched the mother.
Bitches.
Okay, I did. So
What?
we sin, we forgive, you know.
What?
I ain't God, I just try to act
Like him.
You know how hard it is to
Grow up,
I'm so
grown up,
I act,
so tough.
I hold
Back feelings,
It's gotta be
so rough. You
but you still
hold up,
with a smile on your face, but you're so
tone up.
You're acting crazy right now, but when the drums come in, I wonder if you lose it.
You're acting crazy right now, but when the drums come in, I wonder if you lose it.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
You're acting crazy right now, but when the drums come in, I wonder if you lose it.
You're acting crazy right now, but when the drums come in, I wonder if you lose it.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Crazy right now. Crazy right now.
Crazy right now.
Crazy right now.
I don't mean to hurt you, baby. Don't even deserve you, baby. I be out way too late, but I don't got no curfew, baby. No, I say, hey, just be patient. Patience is a virtue, baby. Make reservations for that dinner. Did I mean to desert you, baby? And that was way before the entree. Got a call from my nigga Andre, who said he think he just sang one Kelly and a Beyonce. And they both won't play. So what am I supposed to say? So I'm faded, somewhat vacant in Chicago, but the light is shining brighter than Vegas. I got lost in a condo. I met two twins, Tia and Gia. We had Giordano's. They was from out of town though. They was headed back tomorrow. Oh no. Popping bottles, I'm so real with it. You hate when I'm drunk, but you deal with it. Cause I might be your meal ticket. If I broke your heart tonight, could I live with it?
Back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get started. We are about to get started. Had to shake up some things. But we're good to go. About 2 more minutes. We got Regicide in the chat. We are live. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another iteration of the SNEEK and GEEK Live. The SNEEK and GEEK Live. I am your host, Atreus. Over here, we talk about a lot of nerdism as it relates to the politics surrounding nerdism, okay? We're professional shit talkers. Some people would say commentators, but I call it professional shit talkers. Every day, we're switching up the game a little bit. We're going away from doing these standalone videos where we just cover one thing, and we're going more towards. Hold on. We're going more towards doing the SNEEK and GEEK Live at 1 p.m. Eastern Time every day, so that we can cover a plethora of different subjects while not being tied down by, because here's the thing. Normally what I would do was sometimes I would come home, I would have pre-rendered topics. I'd come home in the morning for work, and I'd do one or two things. I'd be awake enough to do like 3 videos back to back and then release them all through the day. That would take a while. Or I would be too sleepy to do that shit. I would be too sleepy to do it, and so therefore I would, hold on. Yeah. There we go. It's a lot better. I would be too sleepy to do that shit, and so I would go to sleep and then wake up and then do those videos periodically throughout the day. It would take up my whole day though. Now, what I'm doing is I'm doing the SNEEK and GEEK, and we cover multiple topics on the SNEEK and GEEK, and then when the video finished rendering, I can come home in the morning, cut that live up, and release those videos separately for the people who didn't get in during the live, and we're all square. Now, in emergencies, when you have breaking news or something very important that cannot wait for the SNEEK and GEEK Live, then we'll do a separate video on that. But that allows me to free up my day. I can spend time doing my shorts, and I can get the rest of my day, and I don't have to, whatever the case. But anyway, so welcome in. Shout out to Reed Side, who's in the chat. We're going to go ahead and get started on our first topic of today. All right. First topic of the day, ladies and gentlemen, Star Wars shakeup. All right, where am I on the camera? Oh, I need to fix myself. Need to fix myself on the camera. I gotta get the camera angles right, y'all. I was hoping that today. Oh, and by the way, new mic, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that. New mic. Who this? So we had to go and get it more professional. But anyway, we got another camera on the way. I was hoping that it was going to get here before we started, but it didn't. So here we go. All right. So Star Wars shakeup. Kevin Feige and Patty Jenkins movie shelved. Taika Waititi looking to star in his own film. I found it funny. The internet rejoiced over this. So before we get into this article, I want to see if there's still a lot of Kevin, let me see. Kevin Feige, Star Wars. Because when I saw this yesterday, a lot of people were celebrating. Like, this is great. Tell Kevin Feige ass to stay over there in Marvel. All right. All right. Well, I can't find what I was looking for yesterday. Anyway, let's get back to the article. Okay, so when Jon Favreau stepped into the red carpet for season 3 premiere of The Mandalorian, the Disney Plus show's creator and executive producer was feeling nostalgic. It's been a while since we've all been together here like this. Invoking the November 2019 premiere for a launch of the show and of Disney Plus itself. It was before the episode aired. At that time, The Mandalorian was a scrappy land speeder in the vast. Well, y'all just get to the point. They be killing me with these. Okay. Let me see. At that time, The Mandalorian was a scrappy land speeder in the vast Star Wars galaxy, nipping at the heels of Rise of Skywalker, the culminating feature film from director J.J. Abrams that was expected just a month later to obliterate the box office like a cinematic Death Star. Instead, The Mandalorian became a global sensation thanks to the incandescent cuteness of Baby Yoda, blasting Disney Plus into light speed with 26.5 million subscribers in the first 6 weeks. The Rise of Skywalker, on the other hand, imploded in spectacular fashion. The film earned just half the grosses of 2015's The Force Awakens, and the widespread scorn of fans in Star Wars movie development has been stuck in the bogs of Dagobah ever since, whereas Disney Plus boasts a robust fleet of live action. 3 streamed in 2022 alone. Not a single Star Wars movie has received the green light, let alone gone into production. The earliest film is whatever, bro. Can we get to the point? It's not for a one of trying. In December 2020, Lucasfilm chief Kathleen Kennedy announced that Wonder Woman Helmer Patty Jenkins would direct the next Star Wars movie, the one-off adventure Rogue Squadron. But in September 2022, Disney pulled the title from its scheduled 2023 release, and sources with knowledge of the production say it is no longer in active development at the studio. In December, Jenkins said in a statement that she was still developing Rogue Squadron, but I don't know if it will happen or not. So remember that whole situation back late last year where people were saying that it was scrapped, that it wasn't coming, and then she came out and refuted that claim, and then there was this whole ordeal about Patty Jenkins had walked out of I think that was Wonder Woman. She had walked out of Wonder Woman. And I think a lot of people just look at that last Wonder Woman. They're like, nah, we don't want nothing to do with that. Oh, and by the way, dude, I have got to get this camera angle thing right. I can't. I'm looking at me on camera, and it's like, it's a little bit embarrassing. By the way, what is it? What is it that I'm thinking? I just had the thought in my head. Anyway, let me do this. Put this out the way. Okay, whatever. So, Patty Jenkins' movie is gone, and 5 months later, Feige hired Waldron to write the script of 2026's. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say. So, Kathleen Kennedy is, based on strong rumors, is on her way out. I don't know if y'all watch Doomcock or not, but, you know, his sources say she's trying to fight her way back on, but Kathleen Kennedy is about to get the boot. We'll see if that rumor's true, but I don't know. Hopefully she's on her way out. So anyway, yeah, this is a long-ass article, dude. Ain't nobody trying to read this whole thing. I just wanted to get to the point. So, in other words, Kevin Feige and Patty Jenkins are not getting their Star Wars productions off the ground. I say good. Good. Because, first of all, Kevin Feige needs to put all his attention on fixing Marvel. Why are you trying to do Well, you know what? I take that back. Because if his Star Wars film was greenlit in 2019, that was during the time that we all thought Kevin Feige could do no wrong. So that makes sense. As far as Patty Jenkins go, I don't think nobody's going to forgive her for that nightmare she did to Wonder Woman. And I just find it interesting. People love saying, well, she directed the first Wonder Woman movie. Yeah, but she didn't write it. A man wrote that. I forgot his name. I got to go and look it up. The first Wonder Woman movie was written by a man. She wrote the second one. And the second one was garbage. Trash. How's the sound? How do I sound, ladies and gentlemen? How do I sound? My boy Ridge is in the chat. The movie Solo sucked. I didn't even watch that. When I saw all the drama coming out about Solo, I was like, I don't even want to waste my time. Anyway, so y'all let me know what y'all think about Kevin Feige and Patty Jenkins getting their Star Wars productions taken from them. All right. We're on to our next topic of the afternoon. Jon Bernthal is back as the Punisher in Daredevil Born Again. He's back, and I love it. I'm just in fear that they are going to ruin this character. Hold on, y'all. This is really bothering me. I'm so far away from my mic. It's actually... Let me see. Can I do that? All right. I feel much better with that. Yeah, we'll do that. But Jon Bernthal is back. After being rumored for some time, it looks like Daredevil Born Again will see the return of Jon Bernthal as Frank Castle, a.k.a. the Punisher, according to Hollywood Reporter. Bernthal will be returning to Marvel with Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, but for fans of Netflix's Punisher, it doesn't look like there is good news regarding other stars from that series. Charlie Cox previously said that he would be spending much of the year filming Daredevil Born Again, and as production moves into gear on the 18-episode Disney Plus show, it seems that Bernthal's return hints at the darker route the MCU series will be taking. However, Cox also suggested that the series will not be bloody or violent as the Netflix series that ran for 3 seasons. Although there has been no confirmation or comment on Bernthal's return, this may not be good news for those hoping to see Kristen Ritter return as Jessica Jones, as it was rumored last September that Bernthal was being added in her place in the series. Okay. So fans have been pleading for the return of Netflix characters and the actors who played them, but as usual, Marvel are not exactly forthcoming with such information. Ever since Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio appeared in Spider-Man No Way Home and Hawkeye, respectively, it has been hard to believe that other characters would not be side-shifting into the MCU. Hold on. Let me get into some of these comments, y'all. The Mandalorian was awesome, and that is the only other good things for Star Wars was the games. Yo, I got my boy Chris in the chat. Shout out to Chris. Deeper Baby. Who is Deeper Baby? And Chris says he needs to watch The Punisher. I'm going to be honest with you, Chris. The show The Punisher, for me, is a little bit of a snoozer. I'm not going to lie. Matter of fact, I can't even remember much of the stuff that happened. I don't know. Maybe I got to rewatch it. But anyway, the return of Jon Bernthal immediately suggests that other stars from The Punisher could be following him into the Marvel Studios world. However, there is apparently no expectation of either Eldon Henson's Foggy Nelson or Deborah Ann Wall's Karen Page will be making an appearance in it. Who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares. All right, we got Jon Bernthal. We got Charlie Cox. That's all we need. I mean, I would love to have Karen Page. I would love to have Foggy Nelson. But listen, at this point, the way the MCU's going, do we need them to mess up any more characters? No. John Berthal's The Punisher was at his best in season 2 of the Daredevil. Now, I do have some concern about them. I do have some concern about. What's going on, Kieran? I'm doing all right today. How about yourself? I do have some concern about them not letting it be as violent, but I'm like, are they saying it's not going to be as that violent, as in it's going to be just as tough? It's just you won't see a whole lot of blood? Because I ain't going to lie. Watching Vincent D'Onofrio take a man's head off with a door, when I saw that, I was like, like, that was tough. That was tough. But anyway, so it's always good to see that. It's just though, I just, it's hard for me to believe in Disney right now. Anyway, guys, make sure you are following me on Twitter as we go into our next topic. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Go follow me on Rumble. We got to get my Rumble, because I haven't been pushing Rumble a whole lot. But as I just saw, Steven Crowder is going exclusively to Rumble. Rumble just dropped the bag on Steven Crowder. Maybe we'll cover that later. I didn't put that on the list for today. I actually thought about it and I forgot to put it on the list. So we won't talk about it in today's stream. But maybe we'll do a video on it later. That's a good idea. Let me see. Discord. Guys, join the Discord chat while it's free. Because when we blow up, and we will, it's not gonna be free anymore. That's all I can really say about that. Hold on. I forgot how to. Y'all gotta give me a second, because there we go. And hell no, I can't shoot a gun as well as the Punisher can. Have you lost your mind? All right, there's the link to the Discord, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit, I'm showing the wrong. We all need all content creators to do that, to tell YouTube that we will not bend the knee to the woke bullshit. I agree. Yeah, so Rumble, go and follow me on Rumble. We got to get it to 25 followers so that I can live stream on Rumble. So we'll be live streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. And also, if you haven't already, if you prefer to watch on Twitch, go and follow me on Twitch. I'll post a link to my Twitch account on here, because we got to get Twitch going too. Because Regicide has a point. Regicide has a point, man, because Regicide has a point where YouTube is becoming really volatile when it comes to content. Every single short that I have posted gets demonetized off rip until I request a review. And then I got to wait days for them to come back. Now, most of them come back clean, and so they reinstate it. But when they demonetize something, it doesn't get pushed in the algorithm because they can't advertise on it. So it's kind of frustrating, because you got a video that would probably go viral right away, but then it gets stifled because it's demonetized. There is the link to the Twitch, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who prefer to watch on Twitch. Like I said earlier, we do 2 streams a day. We do the Sneak and Geek early in the afternoon, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. We go over news. We go over topics, going on in the industry, video games, movies, TV shows, sometimes comic books. We talk about other YouTubers depending on what's going on. And then we do a gaming stream at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time where we play the hottest games that are coming out. We recently beat Dead Space, which was a masterpiece. We recently finished Hogwarts Legacy, which was, I won't say a masterpiece, but which was an amazing game. And now we're on Wolong Fallen Dynasty, which has been a really good game. We getting our salad tossed in it, but whatever. It's lit. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into the next topic. California proposes withholding new tax credits from Hollywood productions unless they set ethnic, racial, and gender diversity goals and develop a plan to achieve them. California is becoming an absolutely ridiculous. Listen, I'm all for, being diverse. Reed, I'm glad you said that. I'm going to call him right after the stream. Get my damn PS5 back. While it may not be illegal yet, California is taking its first steps to punish Hollywood projects that aren't woke enough to meet the ever-moving standards of progressiveness. In 2022, California voted to pass SB 485, which revised the state's film tax credits legislation to introduce a new credit, which could only be received if a given project provided a diversity work plan that includes goals that are broadly reflective of California's population. Why do I feel like I'm not getting? Oh no, Kieran, no, I can't shoot a gun as well as Punisher can. I don't know if you didn't hear me when you first posted it, but you don't have to post it multiple times. I saw it. I guess you just didn't hear me when I responded to it the first time. Why is this ad in the way? Under the bill, an appointed commission would be prohibited from certifying a tax credit for an applicant until the commission receives the applicant final diversity report. Additionally, said commission would be authorized to increase the applicant's credit percentage if the commission determines that the applicant has met or made a good faith effort to meet the diversity goals in its diversity plan. Listen, here's my response to this. California, it is what it is. Somebody recently said you can't do business in California. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that really quick. Who said that? It was a billionaire, popular billionaire, who said International Women's Day. Hershey's. Let me see. Can't. God damn it, that's not what I'm looking for. I need to write that down for doing shorts. There's that Walgreens business. Okay, well, whatever. I'll bring that up later. So anyway, yeah, my response to this is come down to Georgia, come down to Florida. If you're looking to shoot movies, come down to Georgia, come down to Florida. And I propose and listen, Governor Brian Kemp, I propose a new tax credit for films shot in Georgia that do well. If you get a given audience score and make and do well at the box office, you get a tax credit. I don't know how it will work. Obviously, I'm ignorant to how these credits work. how that would operate, what hurdles you would have to go through to make that happen. But I think Governor DeSantis and Brian Kemp should come together and do like a tax credit benefit for movies that are shot in Georgia and Florida, where films are rewarded not for being diverse, but for performing well. There you go. And it doesn't mean that you don't have to be diverse. It just means instead of coming in here telling people, put some more colors on your movie, or you won't get any money. Put some more LGBTQ individuals in your movie, or you won't get any money. Instead, we'll tell you, hey, listen, if your movie performs well and you represent our state well, we'll give you tax credits. There you go. And by the way, on top of whatever credits we're already giving you, come to Georgia, come to Florida. Let's read some of these comments. That guy from Shark Tank, yes, the guy from Shark Tank, he says, and then cry about not Mayor DeSantis, Governor DeSantis doing the opposite to Disney. Yep. Carry On says, it's easy. You have to look down. The length of the shotgun includes long range and then shoot. Once your target is in the middle of the sight, then you shoot. I can do that, just not as well as Frank Castle can, because that boy don't be missing. Make America Florida 2028. Whew. We ain't going to get into that. We're not going to get into the politics. All right. Let's take a little breather really quick. Let's take a little breather really quick. One second. Make America Florida again. Okay. Time to get into our last topic. Our last topic. The Marvels are back in the news. Oh, this movie's going to be a dumpster fire when it hits. Oh, this movie's going to be a colossal dumpster fire when it hits. Holy. The Marvels reshoots dumps goofy footage following Ant-Man failure. Are you kidding me? Let's read up, ladies and gentlemen. We actually might have Kevin Feige, Peyton Reed, and Jeff Loveness to thank in the long run, as it is claimed the Marvels is undergoing reshoots to dump the goofy footage in the movie and fix the third act. Come on, man. Kevin Feige's Phase 4 and the start of Phase 5 have mostly featured awful writing paired with extreme goofiness that has caused MCU fans to turn on their once beloved Marvel Cinematic Universe, where it was once thought Feige and company could do no wrong. No truer words have been said. However, following a string of failures theatrically and on Disney Plus, the MCU is not what it used to be. As flicks such as Eternals, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Love and Thunder, Quantumania haven't been well received, in addition to Disney Plus shows such as She-Hulk, Mrs. Marvel, and the latter being the least watched Marvel show on Disney Plus. Things are so bad for Ant-Man and the Quantumania. That's not the title. That's why I was so confused. It's Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania that is now underperforming the first two Ant-Man movies at the box office. This goes for all you people on TikTok who kept saying it's not flopping. Things are so bad that for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania that it is now underperforming the first two Ant-Man movies at the box office. Yeah, including the 2015 flick. Quantumania also cost a lot more to make, likely double, and there is actually a possibility the film might not even make as much as the first one. That's a massive bomb. Hello. It flopped. Thank you very much. For you people on TikTok who keep saying it's not flopping, it's flopping. It cost $200 million to make, $200 million to advertise. It hasn't even made $500 million at the box office yet. You still gotta pay the theaters. Flopperoonie. Oh my God. When's the last time we heard from Ghetto Disney? Ghetto Mickey. The movie is flopping. Lord have mercy. The movie is flopping for the last time. There's no more arguments to be had. Let's read the rest of this article. Regarding the Marvels, the release date was recently pushed back for a second time. This time for summer to November. With the trades reporting the reason for the delay is give the film more time for post-production. No, they're trying to reshoot. Y'all need to reshoot the whole movie. Because I'm guaranteeing that movie's going to be a dumpster fire. We can also add that similar to Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Marvels has writers that are basically a bunch of nobodies. And we now know how bad the Quantumania script is, so that doesn't necessarily bode well for the Marvels. So apparently, Marvel is doing this thing where they like to go after these nobodies, you know what I'm saying? They took off a bunch of Mindy Kaling's writers from that garbage Velma series, and now they're putting them on Marvel. What the hell? That's not going to work. Nobody's going to watch that. That's absolutely garbage. Let me get back in my right mind. Let me get back in my right mind. Reshoots involve the third act. Now a new rumor offers further insights as to the delay and problems surrounding the Marvels, where it is claimed that the reshoots involve fixing the third act and removing goofy scenes. The info comes from the Watcher 2099 Twitter account, who appears to be new to the Scoop game. Reshoots, I heard the third act is being reworked. There were also tonal issues with the film. They may trim some of the goofier stuff down. I am also not sure the third act incursion is happening anymore. The third act incursion is a reference to an earlier leak about the Marvels from last summer that said it is said to be a verified plot leak posted to Reddit. I'll get into that in a second. So it appears the Marvel reshoots are happening, which will remove goofy scenes as a result of... So yeah, remove all the goofiness. Marvel is getting too goddamn goofy. And I don't understand how y'all didn't see that. No, they see these criticisms. They just don't fucking care. They don't care about your criticisms. They don't even like you. They don't like you. They think they're better than you. They think because they get to make this stuff, they forget you the customer. So we've been telling you shit since before Endgame. We've been telling y'all, hey man, y'all need to chill out with some of the comedy in the middle of, you know, important and deep moments. And they like, nah, we gonna keep throwing that comedy in there. And now that you've answered and you've stopped going to see their movies, now they're panicking. Now they're doing reshoots. Now they're removing the goofiness. You should have done that 5 years ago. You should have done it 5 years ago. Here's the thing. I often hear, shout out to Clownfish TV. I love Clownfish TV, but I disagree with their takes on Marvel sometimes. They say Marvel takes too long to fix things. People are getting tired of Marvel. People are not getting tired of Marvel. They're getting tired of garbage content. And as far as them taking too long to fix things, it's because when it comes to movies, you're talking about these movies that are planned years in advance. If you've been working on a movie for 3 or 4 years, and then the landscape changes on the year that it's supposed to release, you don't have another 2 years to fix the movie. It's got to release. That's why they've been delaying the Marvels, because they don't know what the fuck to do with Brie Larson. And they also thought Kevin Feige really believed that the MCU was going to continue to perform well with a bunch of women leading, and he was wrong. Newsflash, Kevin, not even women like to see other women do this shit. As 90% of women in America would tell you they would be pissed off if their life was in danger and somebody sent a woman to come save them. They would be pissed. 40% of women in the workplace don't even like working for women. Newsflash, Kevin Feige. The women that you have around you at Marvel are a bunch of feminists. Everything that they spew is not the truth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that you bought into it. I know that you believed in the lip service that they gave you, but it ain't real. It's not real. And so now you see what you did to She-Hulk. Now you see what you've done to Black Widow, what you've done to, pretty much everybody. I mean, you had Shang-Chi get whooped by his sister in his own movie. And we supposed to take him seriously? Whatever. Let me get off this rant. Let me get off this rant. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Woo! How y'all feeling, chat? How y'all feeling? Let's see what Reed says. I think what they were talking about is there is no other options in movie choices except Marvel and kids movies or gay romances. So yes, the TV and movie market is flooded with crap. Yeah, agreed. And this is why you got to support independent people or companies that have the best, because you work too hard for your money. You work too hard for your money. Inflation is at an all-time high. Rent is going up. The cost of food is going up. The cost of living is going up. You work too hard for your money for a goddamn company to come out and try to force you to spend money on what they want you to spend money on. We've told you for the last 5 years, we don't want this shit, Marvel. We don't want this shit, Kevin Feige. And you spat in our faces and told us, no, you're going to take it. And we haven't. So, where are we? Hopefully, when Daredevil Born Again comes out, he won't get emasculated in there. We don't have to put any whammon to the forefront. Hopefully, when Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy is Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't think you can emasculate Peter Quill like that. We'll see how that performs. But we'll be keeping up with the dumpster fire. Anyway, guys, that is it. That has been the Sneaking Geek for today. Remember, 6:30 Eastern Time, we will be back with Wolong Fallen Dynasty. And, yeah, I really appreciate you guys for stopping by. Shout out to Chris. All right? I got to get Chris on the platform. Shout out to Kieran Davies for stopping by. Shout out to Regicide for stopping by. I'm working on getting the first guest. I got the second camera coming in. I got to get a room divider because I don't like the way it's set up. That's coming in tomorrow. My dog is groaning at me because he wants something from me. Can I help you? I have a pit bull, so with pit bulls, you got to mug back, or else they'll run all over you. But yeah, though. So we got a lot of exciting things coming. I can't wait. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna check out on this one. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm starving. I gotta go and eat something. So, all right. Deuces, y'all. Love, 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 love.